parts of Asia. But there was one little parcel of land called Israel. Israel always started uprisings because they could not be comfortable as living as slaves. The Romans, they were mad at the Jews because they would not go along to get along. Yeah. They would keep fighting because innately they knew that they were born to be free. You see, the reason the enemy has out against you is because every time he thinks he has you locked up, you refuse to play dead. The enemy keeps telling you, why don't you let down your standards? Why don't you conform to the world? Everybody else is doing it. But there is something inside of us that keeps saying we were born to be Christians. We ought to be holy because God is holy. Now I'm in the second point of why people treat you the way they do. Some of you writing this down. The first was because they're ignorant. The second one is because they have contempt. Yeah. You see, all of the Romans, they had a deep-seated animosity against the Jews. You want to know why? Because the Jews were chosen and they did not mind letting you know they were chosen. They were chosen, hear me, they were chosen with no land. They were chosen under financial restraint. They were chosen without any government assistance. The Roman Empire could not understand how Jews had confidence with nothing. Because the Jews, they always reminded the Romans that I know you got all the land, I know you have all the money, all the politics, but you don't have something that we have. And that is the favor of God. What are you preaching, young man? The enemy cannot stand you because you are chosen.
All right.
Don't have a lot of land, don't have a lot of money, don't have a lot of stuff, but we have the favor of God. Let me really tell you why the enemy can't stand you. The enemy cannot stand you because there's only one recorded mistake in the Bible that he committed. There's only one recorded mistake that Satan ever committed. And after that one mistake, God says, you're in permanent timeout. I don't have need for you anymore. And so now Satan is looking at God and saying, that's not fair.
That's right.
He just messed up again. I'm keeping record.
That's right.
He just messed up again. On the way coming to church, he told a lie. I'm going to hit somebody in a minute. On the way coming to church, when he pulled in the parking lot, he switched the radio station to gospel. I'm going to catch somebody in a minute. He's in your house right now, laughing at the so-and-so in the choir.
Uh-oh.
Y'all ain't talking to me now.
Uh-oh.
He's in your church, got paid, and still not paying his tithes.
All right.
He's in your house talking about how much he loves God, and he told me this last Sunday. And you got me over here in time out, and all I did was make one mistake. That's why the enemy hates your guts. It's because he used to be the worship leader, and you took his job. And you sin, you make mistakes, you lie, you cuss, you commit adultery, you fornicate, and yet God keeps letting you come into his house. Lift up your hands, repent. That's why the enemy hates you.
Hallelujah.
Because I'm chosen by God. You have to understand that people, please hear me, people who are jealous of you will always bring up your past.
That's right.
But I like what Jesus said in the book of Matthew. He said, Satan, get thee behind me.
That's right.
You see, because your past is Satan's jurisdiction.
Right.
He cannot do anything about your present. He can't do anything about your future.
That's
so
right.
He can get to you is by reminding you of something in your past.
That's right. Amen.
That's why you have to even learn how to tell church folk who always want to bring up your past. You remember when you did this? You remember when we hung out and did that? Yeah, I remember that, but that's gone and yesterday, honey. Let's talk about my potential. Let's talk about my destiny before. One writer, I'm almost there, y'all. One writer said that contempt is like acid. It can damage the vessel it's stored in, and then it destroys the vessel that is poured in. What are you saying, young man? You should never harbor hate in your heart. Because before you pour it out and affect your neighbor, you better believe that it's already affecting you.
Right.
No wonder David said, create in me a
Clean heart.
Somebody ought to ask God to create a clean heart of them tonight, because some of y'all have been harboring hate for too long, and we can look at your inside, they're probably black as oil. But David said, create in me a clean heart. Get all of this acid, get all of this sin out of me, and renew a right spirit within me, because you have to understand that the hate that you are harboring inside of you, it does not equal or match the God that's inside of you.
Right.
I don't know what I'm preaching to, but you better release all animosity. You better release all bitterness, all hatred, all competition, because before you pour it out, it's going to affect you first. Yeah, I'm at my third and final stage now. The third and final reason people treat you the way they do is because it's commonplace. I'm going to take my time for this because I'm almost finished now. The third and the final reason is because of commonplace. I'm going to talk my way to my close now. What the soldiers did to Jesus was not rare, but it was how they made their living. Okay. For some people, it's natural for them to be nasty. I'm gonna talk my way. Oh, y'all ain't talking back to me tonight. You ain't got to talk to me, I'll talk to you. For some people, it's normal. If they're nice to you, you have to double check and say, you got a promotion or something? You got a new house, new crib or something? It's normal. You know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all laughing. And for the ones of you who not laughing, I ain't afraid of it. Just throw that in there. So, for some people, it's natural for them to be nasty.
That's right.
And even if you try to be nice to them, they don't know how to receive somebody who is sincere.
Okay.
Without trying to figure them out. What's your motive? I ain't got no motive. I just love you because God said love you.
All right.
Why you shaking my hand? You're my brother in the Lord. You want my wife. You want what I have. I'm just showing. Y'all laughing, but it's the truth anyhow. I'm just showing you brotherly love and kindness. So now when you be nice to these folk, they're skeptical. And they have to pick you apart and trying to figure out what you want from me. You ain't got nothing I want. I'm just being nice to you. It's what the soldiers did on an everyday basis was to beat people. They found themselves fulfilled by inflicting pain. There are some people who are so deranged and demented that they take pleasure in your suffering. I wish y'all believed me tonight. Stop thinking everybody likes you. I wish y'all believed me here. Let's just be adults and talk tonight. The old quote says, misery
Loves company.
Your mama told you that too, huh?